Thank you very much. These are my disclosures. I have an account in even Snapchat, but I didn't list it here. My other disclosure is I'm not a millennial. In fact, I think if we add the ages of the last two speakers, it may be my age. So I don't know how I was chosen for TikTok and Instagram, but I do like to surround myself with millennials, and they really love doing TikTok and choreography and reels and what did you say? Oh, sorry. So here's one thing that one of my millennial students did. Let me see if I can. Having problems with some of these videos. There we go. It's got a memory to it.
Looking at me, I'm just like, what you looking at, stranger?
So we're going to have fun today because I'm going to go show you some of the stuff that I enjoy on Instagram and TikTok. It is a time sink, so I do appreciate the 2-hour time limit that you put on your phone. I do not. I may have to start doing that. For Instagram, the audience is mostly younger people. You can see in this graph about 60% or so are under the age of 35. And then also TikTok, it's a little bit different distribution. There are actually a fair number of people over 40 that are on TikTok, but again, about 60% or so are under 40. So it is a much younger population, which makes it a little difficult for surgeons to engage. A 10 to 19-year-old probably shouldn't be on your feed. So that's kind of the thing that I want to impress is I don't really suggest Instagram and TikTok for most surgeons as a primary mode of social media. But as we know, it's all pictures and videos now. Everyone has a smartphone. We're like all professional photographers and dancers and videographers. So that's just the way that the world is. And so what we have are physician influencers, and Dr. Pimple Popper is probably the top and most famous one. Because of her, dermatology residency applications have skyrocketed. And then we also have Dr. Mike, who's became very famous as a celebrity and is using some of his celebrity for good, such as promoting vaccinations. So there is something good with that. And then if any of you are going to Western Surgical Association, we just heard yesterday that our abstract got accepted, specifically looking at physician representation on social media. And what we noted, I'll just give you the brief of it, is that women and surgeons tend to be overrepresented in these type of social media accounts, especially Instagram, which is probably a good thing for us, maybe not a good thing for primary care physicians out there. So what's the difference between Instagram and TikTok? Instagram is more refined. It's better to develop a stable following. There's a specific algorithm that will follow, and it's a kind of a systematic, very analytical way of growing your following. TikTok is not. So just as an example, let's go back. This is a post I made about Sage's story. It's the podcast. I hope all of you subscribe to it. It's going to be fun. We have a couple episodes on it already. It was a still picture I put on Instagram. And then if you go to my TikTok, this is how I promoted the podcast. Looking at Sage's. Check this out. Sage's story. Here's with you. Let's get through all the Sage's Stories podcast, guys. Listen to it. It's fun. Same message, two different mechanisms of promoting it. So these are just simple advice I will talk to you about. As a warning, I did see if anyone actually posted hashtag Sages 2021. So you were a target in a good way on my talk. So here's actually a resident who gave a talk, and here's his video. He posted it on a nice high quality picture. You want to have high quality pictures, selfies, videos. It's really a disservice if things look ugly on these social media platforms. Dr. Sharona Ross, the wonderful Sharona Ross, she has a wonderful Instagram, and she actually uses apps that can collate a lot of pictures and gives a nice view of like a single picture will tell you a lot of what's going on in a single post. Here's a colleague of mine. She's very focused. She's a colorectal surgeon. Everything is colorectal surgery promotion. She had a patient that gave her like a poop pillow. So she kind of has a story and a message that's very kind of consistent. I think as a surgeon, professional, to really find your niche and promote it very narrowly, and then be interactive with your audience. This doctor, 91.7 million likes. That's almost 1 billion likes, and he's very big on TikTok, and he'll just take something very simple and ordinary, maybe an article or something that people talk about, and he'll try and tell you if it's for real or not for real. And if we can just get this video going, they all have like a memory to it for some reason. If it doesn't go, we'll skip it. But basically, in fact, taking a cold shower 30 seconds at the end of your shower will make you like healthier, better quality of life. Okay, some tips. Instagram in particular does have some rules and regulations. You can't put any nudity. So I'm a hernia surgeon. Groin pictures and so on are sometimes blocked when I put them in. You have to be very careful. So anything on the skin level usually is okay unless it shows nipples or kind of genitals. However, they really don't like open wounds or seeping or any internal pictures. So the less of that you put, the better you'll have an audience that actually will look at pictures. What I will say is that I have a cousin who's a millennial, and every so often she calls me and she's like, ugh, that was so disgusting. Please don't put any more of those. I open up my Instagram in the morning and I can't. So understand your audience usually on Instagram and TikTok are not professionals, whereas on Twitter it may be. And so the average person needs to want to continue to watch and engage and not be, unfollowing you. So here's another way of showing hernias. You can show a hernia, which is a peristomal hernia, kind of not very pretty, or you can show Emily Ratajkowski's hernia. Those are two ways. I probably got more likes on this right-hand picture than the left-hand picture for obvious reasons. One of my favorite surgeons on TikTok is Dr. Dennis Kim. He's a SAGES member. Just great. Beautiful. If you follow him on TikTok, he's got a great presence, tons of videos, very educational, also entertaining. There's also Dr. Laura Melman, she's another SAGES member. Her passion is like fast cars. It's at Fast Track Surgeon. Here she is in scrubs representing herself, but also her passion. So that's very nice. People on these social media platforms want to engage and know more about you. I'm not a big fan of personal stories. I don't share pictures of my family and not even my dog on my professional side, but it's kind of cute, Happy Father's Day, another SAGES member. It is recommended that you do that if you want to increase engagement and have more followers. So it's your choice how much of your personal life you want to share. And then next is, what's your goal? Do you want to just educate? If you do, stay focused, keep it short, keep it simple. TikTok is very short, Instagram Reels is short, keep it fresh, have fun with it. I do these, every Wednesday I do these hernia hump day questions. People turn in questions and I answer them. And it can be very simple and straightforward. 18 operations and you're up for number 19. That sometimes happens with hernia mesh infections and fistulas. But if you're having recurrences each time, there's some risk factors we're not controlling. Go see a hernia specialist. Kind of simple. And then here's another one. Again, Dr. Kim adds some music to it. it has to be choreographed. It's fun, right? Teaches you. But others also like to promote their practice. I'm in private practice. Certainly having a presence on Instagram or TikTok may enhance kind of the following I may have. And I have to be very careful how I do it. But you need to be interactive. Here's a glimpse of like what we share. I was in the OR. By chance, we were all wearing our Wonder Woman caps. So we took a picture. And then just understand it is a huge time sink. TikTok especially, not so much Instagram, but it can be. You have to really think about your pictures and videos all the time. What can I take a picture of? What can I video? Should we choreograph it? Does the music have to match and sync? It has to be innovative. It's free, so that's the good thing about these. It's a way to market yourself without having to pay anything, but it does cost your time. And on the other flip side, it can increase your following. But you have to be consistent. You have to feed the beast. You have to do it every single day. There are some people that promote TikTok. You have to do it. To be a real TikToker, 4 to 6 times a day, that's never going to happen for most surgeons.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Level up, 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 level up.
This took a lot of time for me to do. It has to sync. But it was fun, and I had time on my hands. So again, if I can promote our Sages Stories podcast for all of you to subscribe, and please follow me on Instagram, TikTok, etc. Thank you very much.